Welcome to the show. This is the portfolio. And yes, setting all the national conversation. Your favorite infotainment platform. I catch yourself. BKC Network on YouTube, and you become part of the bigger family. Mejima Kunya say there. Now you know, so you have to sit back and be educated, informed, and entertained. Today we are bringing a very, very important and pertinent conversation that borders around security. I think these are conversations that needs to be had because we've been relegating them to the background. It's only right, sir. Ubehu and Yoma Ekoso Abrabum, any the various security people or women, their role in the life of the citizen and their service to the country. Intina makacho se jiwakonya na kame ho. CJ Multimedia, ye jumekwa ya ba se wo ye program na wo pe stage lightning. Yenye logistics be na ope. Yembe streaming ma. Bibia ope fa event hu bia. Yebe wa be ya ma monitors na ope. Live screens ni nyina ye obi. Nti contact CJ Multimedia se wo ye event a. Sanso na mekai wo se event a wo ye bia na woni ho idea. Say planning na person ye coordination, say promotion, any ho akade bia no mepacho. Your mrantie e beboa ama wetimi adi udwuma no. The Buff Consult mrantie a ya kwadire wo event mu. Nti say ba say event ne yenwene ho, yen draw concept ni nyina. Ye beboa mo aye promotion. Odi ane say one ye be kasa say budget ni na ye di ho adwuma ma. Sanso na ye creative, we content creator. Na ene we is the digital world ope kwan a ade na wo ye no be fa so monetize it on the digital marketer. Talk to Groove Genius Music. We a musician, we a content creator, blogger. Adebia we a bia. Opese the digital marketing to hu bia. Social media handling and management, verification. Nina ye bi. And to show you how to monetize your creativity. Talk to Groove Genius Music. My name, of course, remains MC Portfolio. Today, I'm here to have a very, very important conversation with one most important sector of our security. We are talking about fire service. What is the role of fire service in nation building and their duty to the normal citizen? Mijidi say what a fire service make can cry so dream say obe regimenim. What are the do's and don'ts and what are the intricacies and what is involved in becoming a fire service personnel? Today, I'm being joined on the show by, I'm privileged to playing host to station officers or more aquadri or fire service and ask questions that is on your mind, which I'm sure say it will appear.
The portfolio.
So I have with me Mr. Ayoni Jude, or yes, station officer 2, right? Mr. Ayoni Jude is a station officer 2, Emma fire service. Then also Mr. Owusu and Sam Maswell, and also a journey or your assistant station officer. And then thank you for joining us in Penyufo. Yamisha Mupi, Samambe journey. Right, let's get into.
All right, yeah, that's it.
Right. So, Mr. Ayoni Jude, on my immediate right, on a station officer 2, then senior rocking his smoke. Mr. Owusu and Sam Maswell, assistant officer. Welcome once again.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. The kind of Mimbusa say. Remember, Mr. Ayoni Jude, so fire service now join, you know. Was it a call to service for you? And I say it was a means of escaping unemployment.
To be honest with you, I wasn't thinking of even joining fire service.
Right.
My family, we are army, mostly. But I was in Tamale when I was in GHS. And I met one station officer, who was called Nicholas, on the fire ground. That made me fall in love with fire service. Mm-hmm. The way he alone was holding the fire branch, even oneself, it is hard for 3 people to hold, but he was holding.
But your fire branch near there, didn't you?
Well, your host no two on the zone farm no. Your connected the shower on na yakita zone farm yet me control the fuse branch in yet me control the shower.
And no
kwa kita 2. Nipa omoma oba te say 4 po no ni wonu what 2 3 no kra no ntimi ba ono nko na okita 2.
Right.
And honestly,
Tata now GSS assembly.
So I fell in love with fire service, and since then I started trying to know much about fire service.
Right.
Until me school ni ball ni nema, and fortunately in so your time na your forms you go there, copper test and things you run.
So, more time, run us through more time recruitment process in
I joined 206.
Okay.
And that time you have to go to the region where your enlistment, you choose to go and do your enlistment. Then you do copper test. When you now your home training at us.
But first of all, they declare vacancy.
Yes, they will declare vacancy.
In the graphics.
Show you the day everywhere. Show you the day that this will come on. Then you all go there with your certificates and things. Then after the copper test, you go for body check. They check your documents and then everything before your medicals, and you go for exams.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was even shocked that I was picked, and since then, fire service has been my blood.
Wow. From 2026. Right. Let me call Mr. Imaso. Mr. Also answer, yes. Mr. Also answer. I mean, I was saying me pay judgment and I call join and I said now we're passion for it. I mean, for Mr. Ayido Ameyan who says I only the Ameyan who say will be na year man here nefe. I mean, away because a company brand or the koye.
Fire service. Na misano. Ni ye juma bi wo bushe masalachi no. Na ye like Saturday bi ye juma ho. Na ye ho ani hu se fire service car eba. Na se na driver ni si chika no oye no. Timi bisa madam say baby shia na. No say Abuaji the Costa former musician na bronsa na ede. And I'm saying, send a ghost see driver ye found na say for adwuma we there. Me for minya. Kameyo.
It's so they overtaking him.
Ana me nipa no e ka che me say. Hwe we mu yamfa kese. Obenya enye easy
protocol
just fire service ubetumi nya na say because me fie soldier for say na me nu esika me bra penyi o say me si na kan soldier for kwa de wo me fie. Yes, I'm in but you must see me fair. Me electricals.
Okay.
Sometimes so, na me attachment to electricity. Tell me come here chance Saturday demo fear no my ye. And this a konya we mo we so me fair. O say me there. Me mabuso no hu say enye soja nkwa na o say ye me timi sisa. E ko be fufuro. Na say
balance
ejuma no. Enti o de waka se empaka se kura me so me there. Me try ahwe. Tiesho tumirika ko Abuaji the Costa na me se no musi ya adwuma na cinema efe. So be property shi na ekuku damfo machofo dwane pie na hwe slim macho bi gina ho okuta branch no odum jan owrem onso ne nkwa gas si wo a etututuo ebetumaku no a wo wrem omtimi control fire no ya me fedam sa me try we na me say fire service ya me dia.
But we make say Mr. Uzuanza say idea mum ofede idea na run it through your mind thinking say idea deadly say ofe mum
me so ye nipa bia obi kwa hunyenye mu a na ye me ya say me ben na wo yare kra na me nya say kanya me because me hwe ayi na wo wura mu homobro mu pa ti one day me kwa adwumam ana mo se me kwaje overtime nya de embre omo ECG so ye na bruso kwaje overtime me drew adum post office mo se ko fa salai top forms na mo say forms be na trace prisons army police obi a wolai na fire service so me ko obi ani ho na mo se aduma me se me ye na me na se me mra form na say ma so fire service form ye 15 cities na 2011 asem na me kan yo
I didn't know a home kwan lie dey na endorse
me so obi ani ho
amanfo suru adwuma no
na ska ka me ho so ye 20 Ghana na me ska na me ope na adwuma me ka asem ye no me enfa me ana me to form no na ba na be film amoma bi so ni bia ma ne tibi ko adwuma kura no gang leader no bi sa form be na kutam na me so me dem course wo dem say papers bi guo na me dem abefa me hwem bi timbe fe na be feel na me de ko enti edidi mu a makobo me Sunday special ba timo wana me nya ko o me phone so se me pe Mr. Uzo asana me say EMS related bi abedio sat out for service o to form na ye mo envelope 3 o fill out certificate ba ko anyway ni na 20 so qualify ya ye the envelope ba ko be chiro ni actually location o qualification ti me wa hefa ne family letter mreme na me ko Alice na me me ko na me guys mato fire service form
what way you
timo wa na ma location ani pa de letter ne breme e ba yesi bi Ashanti region na ye Lisbon tabo we could do only any 800 and something. She said the whole Ghana. Say you understand a penny patazi. Ashanti region be 800 and something. To share other regions from BS. Hey, I'm not me sorry 2 o'clock, me senior man. I've been my bomb club, your question transform. Why I say like I say, Munko say, yeah. Why is he say? Obi won't say. When Mobia,
okay, so as a okay, so Mr. Ayoni Beboa ha. Sata more time ne a dear friend of protocol ne.
It was there, but it's hard.
Because now Miss Encoformity say yes, Munyamu delay mu say interview na mu mo osane abefre.
Even as at now, I'm also an instructor.
Right.
Even as at now, say omo fire your call for enlistment. Into ko do ho be because of that I only have problem with my senior men. We be sorry. 1 a.m. we be deadline. Sa na obi wa ba 10 or ba 10 a.m. no na wo ho na ma obi afọ abe point no say zebra. Oti ho na how you just feel if you were to be in the shoes of those who were there, how will you feel? By its protocol. But every time the protocol was there, but they don't do it to let you see that they are doing it. Before you realize now everything is from the headquarters, they call that it is this. But now the way it is, they do it for you to see that this is how it is.
Okay, so now, I mean, we have a general overview about how Mr. Osu and Sane mu develop a passion. Now, Obia Opeso Ras service name. And Nyama Benson was Kransa.
Honestly, your elective and then core subject, you have to have them. Let me just say, you have to pass them, especially math, science, English.
Best.
Because I am on 4 days. I say, "Oko exams no and try there. Next resort, say over fire service and
fire service is
pure science.
It's pure science, physics, chemistry."
As and you more apply what you
yes, and when you go to fire service training, you learn about 30-something subjects.
Rank down say what no? Or exams and physics of combustion.
Yes.
Chemistry of combustion.
You write.
Apply electricity.
They teach you even when you stand and you
building
see the
construction. Smoke. One person on your way.
And your man, yes, school normal na him say you man nyina say applicable.
Fire science.
Everything, fashion design, everything. Electricals, building construction, science, chemistry, hydraulics, and things all. You have to learn all. To the extent that even when you are getting nearer to the smoke, the color of the smoke self can let you know that this is the type of smoke, whether it is fuel, this class B fires, class C fires. We have them classes of fires. You should be able to identify this.
And internal science here requirements.
Yes.
No? Yes.
Okay.
Very, very, very serious.
Okay.
So we call more. Then at first they said Obetro exams of promotion. Those technical people that comes in with their handwork, trade, they go to do the practical itself for promotions. But now they've changed it. All of us have to go because they don't want it. They want everything because where fire service we don't take cover. You cannot hide and then fight fire. You understand? We enter while people are running out. So we don't take cover. So when you don't have the heart, you don't go all in. With all of your heart and you go in, you remain in there.
Remain there. Amazing. We are having discussion with a resource person now. We are going to have a exciting conversation. I cover all aspects and questions on your mind about fire service. You can't fire service. I did was a bit in my eja ejumankwana.
You see, fire service comprised a lot. Eja no krano ye even the 13, but just because.
Fire and the dam
yes or no. The Ghana National Fire and Rescue Service.
Oh wait, okay. So fire service now you can him say judgment ho kwana mo no. The actual full
Ghana National
Fire and Rescue Service.
You understand? It is not just about fire. You see, say accident is here. Accident is here and put trap inside her. The first point of call is fire service. Because fire service, yena omache how to handle casualties. We have the tools to cut You bet you cars and they are ye accident.
Sad near fire service for you,
oh yes. It is a police bar. The first of the police bar number Coney area no. Okay. So that amount for among higher. Na ambulance so
also control.
Okay, so help me understand this. Say accident si okwema.
Yes.
Police now mba ho no mo adwuma na den.
Omo adwuma no first. Say accident si. Omo adwuma no first of all, they are not trained to rescue them.
Okay.
First of all, number Coney area no. Omo amunim police for no amunim no. Omo bisa omo fire service for rescue. Ye ba ye na ye wo the tools in the car. Your fire tender na wo no. Enye tank no kwa na ye nsu. Compartments wo ho very tools room.
Okay.
Tank na the bin mo tank na kasa wo small one. The tank na ash one PS no and na tank no small. But even no other compartment na wo ho red we ni nyina no. Eye tools a ehiem tenye eno nko a. Nti say omoko do ho no rescue team no beba. Ombe rescue, ombe hand over casualties na ma ambulance.
Okay, so that's the rescue team of the fire service.
Yes, that they are all operational men.
Okay.
You see, region said there were Ashanti region had your rescue team purposely for accident.
Okay.
There will be Kofodia.
But are they under the fire service?
They are all under fire. They are fire operational men.
Operational
men that are well trained, and we have the RTC equipment instructors. I'm also part of them.
Okay.
Yes, I'm the technical side. We have the technical medics and the command. Okay. Technical ne honor or the omo ye chicha. Say accident ye na kita machine ne chicha. Medics ne ye honor casualties na omo nya accident. Medics make sure so be do inside na we share casualties and sana yi. Inti medics ne share na say casualties no condition was yes so serious no. Obe frɛ ka say no. The way condition till yen to me to your was and chicha. Until yen change to plan B yen try the way be track car fast. Na ya yin crofo na ya the hand over my ambulance no dem ko. Your golden hour yeah. And that golden hour is a B2, that means that the victims will die.
So, okay, so schoolers, I mean, about the golden hour, and where I be Mr. Usu and Sapeso or Aden, he should let us know.
You see, the golden hour is, starting from the time of call.
Okay.
You have to at least check 30 minutes. From the point the time you receive the call to you rescuing the casualties, handing it over to the ambulance to send.
And then golden hour?
Yes, you have to make sure. So each time before you arrive there, cutting, rescuing, everything. That time, you're not police in Kone area. No, you na say you are not a doctor. You are not supposed to pronounce somebody dead. But a will be who
But still, you can't pronounce the person.
We can't pronounce the person. We can't. It's a me reporting. Mami nuya say ya. Where's na me you say reporter man say nipa wu no.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, what your terms are used. Into police no eno no ina ye jaima ye fire car no ye mfa casualties in hospital
mo car no
ye mfa casualties
fire service ni ba beto say accident si na ye oni ho right so yi omo say emergency
obet ma yi omo but to say on fire tender no mfa emergency casualties in hospital no, it is not done. Even ambulance itself say offer obi from her Kofanoche and offer obi from different hospital back Kofanoche na nipa ni wo kwan so the nearest mortuary this ambulance na nkasa yi obey dead body not to her. Because ambulance is not meant, Ghana National Ambulance is not meant to carry dead bodies. It is meant to carry sick people, casualties. Ambulance no more for dead bodies. Ambulance, they call them hares. You understand? They call them hares. Ambulance, they are hares.
Inti me patrol cemetery here. Mr. Only person chem say me yeah obi casualty be the ambulance na so wu na e confirm so wu.
Yes.
The ambulance can carry the dead body.
Say ambulance for no. They taught them first aid.
Okay.
So say nipa no wu kwan so na say omo obi wo ho na ohu a they have to dispose the body in the nearest mortuary. Just say wo e na be mo wo nipa no wo tikan ma wo de omo ko mo musika to misra omo fa mo ko mortuary na fa nipa na mo sign fa me nko. No mo fa nko.
Okay. But that's enlightening. So I mean, coming back to Mr. Usman,
and let me continue this.
Yes.
You see, fire service, apart from the rescue is not only accident. It's a building collapse here. It is also the job of fire service and NADMO police. We have to come.
Okay, so so collapse building no, say rescue mission, fire service for you.
It's also fire
so
service.
NADMO is under.
NADMO is also a department. It's own, but
so okay, so let us know the distinction. Your work as a rescue team. As fire service, and then what NADMO also does.
You see, that is where people don't normally understand.
Right.
NADMO is also an institution, but they are not fire service.
Okay.
Team. NADMO will also come to disaster place. They will also help in rescuing. Mm-hmm. They are those that are responsible to do what? To provide equipment for the people that have lost things. To say if you say a mobile, the first things that microphone here no, not more have to supply mattresses and things, not more supply, and now almost damage, you know. Almost investigation, but they have to get the report from
the fire service. Okay, makes sense now.
Yes, even say I have no insure her. Now say a jato hanmwa, then you don't have fire service insurance. The fire service report, the insurance company will not give you claims.
Now say each man, baby, I will be a say your office. Say yo, I was say when your fire service insurance.
Yes, I will come back to. I'll come to that place and I'll let you understand. But I just want you to know the various places that we are. You see, and we say flood soba. It is also a job. Fire service.
Flood.
Yes. Rescue. It's all under rescue. It's all under rescue. Even say more trapo will be crisis. It is our job.
Mr. Oswan, it's who swimming.
Me pese me bom kakra. Enyo obia na nim swimming. Because you go atafo. Sometimes one say you sometimes me free as amaba na esisa me boa control crowd no say more mumfa I also me advise some say more mumfa nsuo nim also mo twen na fire service ba na e di omo ye de e fa nsuo nim because e ba you say the besi aya e betimi di omo ye de atwa nsuo no timi gina ho na fire service na ma mo ba na ma bo omo ye de omo atwa what I say police ni de oba wa ni de so control crowd no say adwuma no o me haye na me nua penyi car say me station officer car say me accident scene no kra no so we trap wo inside no opra near the omo call ambulance ni ma I was say your color say was the bomb za
yes color code
omo dru hospital wa nurse ni hu color na onim say we dey serious we dey kakra we dey so normal color
and no sir mo medics in the bed check
yes. that will show you the accident color code to show you the seriousness of the accident.
Okay.
How serious it is. So those color tags are better tackle will tell you that.
Muyi ni pano.
Yes.
Muyi ni pano man say oh where there near
serious.
Yes. And all will be done by the medics. We have trained medics who is there, a part of us.
And ni paper show say me busa. Certain man nipa ebi akoma etini ade na afena mu be target.
The way we'll do it, you will not even know.
Okay.
You see, even before we will come to the accident scene, we have to assure you that you shouldn't panic. Any noise you hear, you shouldn't panic.
Okay.
We are here to save your life.
Okay.
So that time, when the cutting, it is also an hydraulic machine that will be using to be doing the cutting and things. It can cut any metal. So when you are holding do the noise and things, there are things that you also use to protect the casualties. So the medics is also inside, assuring you, taking care of you, looking at the fractures that are in you. You see, now we are correcting them. First of all, what the point of call is that we try to protect your neck, that is your spine. Because of the impact.
Accident in
first thing do hard man, they have to stabilize the head so that money panel force on tennis or obenya spine problem, which will disable the person for life. That is why the rescue fire service has come in. People always rush to help if the case of accident, and the process of helping, they rather cause more injury.
Let's stick to this. So in this conversation, we are going to delve into more accident betimi asi wo manim wo wadwen pode onim se okoboa victims no but fire service 4% TRC say some of them no you are doing more harm than good. So that is the chapter of conversation at ABS here. So
casualty no.
So we see the point dragon among the hammers bebo no mo pese omo twe nipa no se nipa no enya head to head collision sa no na wo spine no na it won't say sometimes ebi no mo tu kwan mo didi ni niema nyina just open airway ni nyina all is fire service job. You better make sure say you better stabilize you know what you at the one man ambulance.
And you may be saying sana timamufo eye in the name of rescuer e betimi akuni pano cry instead of the rescue.
Yes, like when accidents here one some of people one person mo yi nipa no in the process of rescuing the person omo twe nipa no e drag no and that time no cry no na omo cause more injury to the person. Right. Nipanya accidental, you have to make sure that you stabilize the person. First of all, there will be a omeka so be so nipanity, you get the head, you have to hold the head, stabilize the head so that nipano on to me Tennessee.
Okay, so mutimi yina mum stefuni no.
Even inside the cervical callus or Upon all that, you still have to stabilize the head.
Okay.
So that ultimately Tennessee, so that will cause more injury. You know, when say accidents in some drago sana, sometimes most people end up become disabled because of spine problems. So it has been happening. That is why fire service have taken upon ourselves that this is what we are supposed to do to help casualties. And it is, I'm telling you, ever since they introduced this thing, it has helped a lot. A lot. And you see, sometimes we sit down, you go to accident scene, you come home, you can't eat like 3-4 days. You can't eat like 3-4 days. It is my job. Sometimes you struggle to take bodies.
Okay, so share with us the most scary experience my encounter trying on an accident scene.
Like my own. I have a lot. The first one is we went to Cape Coast and were returning at Winneba Junction. Then an accident happened, collided a Metro Mass and then a gas tanker. So when it happened, gas started leaking, and we were coming. Luckily, my mentor, who is no more in the country, J.K. Mensah, Dio, he asked us to stop. We stopped. He is very, very, very fast. And Mengo. So when we stopped, they said there was a tank that we should remain there. So as the guards was there, a car was coming. The police were stopping the car. Top speed from Cape Coast Road to Winneba. So when the cars cut the brake, the skips alone on the road caused the fire. Sparks. It caused sparks. And boom.
The flammable tank now, any accident? No?
Any accident, not gas, a giant tomb, but just a leaking. The gas is leaking.
Yes.
Just the skip, the sparks. Or cheap breaker, yeah, clean as sparks in the air and a pum. And I had to say manches.
Yes.
And I just boom. I am telling you that about 4 ovens are passengers here, ma. Well, gas on so follow from her.
Yes.
Meso munyi na shi omo kitamusi.
Jesus.
The rest of the wind and the deco.
You understand? And it was very, very, we couldn't do anything. And the other one, myself, I went to rescue people in the building. And unfortunately, I rescued the old lady and the old man and one young lady. And the young lady rather was inside me. I didn't know. I asked. They said there were 4, but I rescued 3. I have to go back in search and rescue in the smoke whilst they were fighting the fire. Then I searched. I did not know that she entered inside the wardrobe and closed herself. So I have to search the wardrobe when I got to her place. I can't bring her out. I have to stabilize her before. So I have to do mouth-to-mouth respiration. Then what I was...
At that time, so now a so there.
Yes, and they were also fighting. So I have to do that. And I was not wearing breathing apparatus. I was having this car duster. They used to clean cars. So I wet it and I tied my nose. I do that. And after that, I have to remove that and give the girl. I carried the girl on my shoulder, passed through the window, through a ladder, down. It was a ground in the first floor. So I passed through the ladder at the window, came down. After I brought her down, I collapsed. I woke up at the hospital in the next 30 minutes. You see, the smoke, I inhaled the smoke. And it is very, very dangerous for firemen. You inhale, there are certain smoke that you are not supposed to even inhale. Agrochemicals and drugstore. You inhale, you be deformed as you were born like that, disabled. Very, very toxic.
So, sir, at a point in time, Ben, we encounter BBA, you show in the line of duty.
One day, around 2 o'clock. You're on a friend, 25th. Sometimes I was shocked because my uncle, Soja Man, offered me, yeah. Tina was some more duty, Nana.
Onye stable kakra.
Ba mo donti. I was say bomb ho by. The yesterday sinko. Near fair fire. Tia fair fire no. You drew on me na me duty officer. Na duty officer can cry aircon no. Akonya obetra so no e wa adwuma was o ye de. Oye. Akonya bia obetra so bia wa adwuma we tie kwa ye di nkomo ka nim. Ni abompa ye ne yeko. Ebetuma ba so beba. Umma. Tia si ya no na mkoye ye fra de assessment. And so untimi ndu also be o fire for by e jana ehye and also ma be gina ho and omo hwe na you have to do assessment. Now what type of fire no?
Nti mama bana ye complaining ye kasa na say eh no ma bana mu gina ho ye den no.
Unmal kwenta make say you have to do assessment no. E beto am say electrical fire. Electric any in social. Asia 2 ebetuma ba say gas fire ana nso ne ede ba no enye jabia na timie den edum no say misina man ka say classes of fires class A class B class C ye ko ani mo abon jabia ni nso ede de edum na equipment ede de edum no timie my assessment awie na mo say electrical fire did na was me as electrician also me disconnect line no yeah adwuma no ma disconnect from
and sometimes moba fire scene so and I say yi scene so na say mo cha ni edi matema aya ni enim de nti enim say nka mo ba ya.
A lot of things are involved. A lot. You see, let me come in here. Okay. A lot of things are involved. Right. You see, sometimes even calling the fire service first. A lot of people are in this town. They don't even know the fire service number, Bantama fire service number. So when you call 192 or 112, it goes to the control room. They will ask where. If you say Bushine, they will have to call Bantama. It delays. So you have to get the direct line from this place.
Okay, so help us understand. So one of the things here, a man phone to me reach him on time here. Almost headquarters line.
Yes.
And so almost have the issue order.
Almost bisa say almost Kumasi him fan, also Kumasi Bushine. Then they have to call. Say oh can't say Kumasi come to my refer about regional headquarters.
Okay. And so now
also Afra bisa say. Then they will call the nearest fire station that is there to proceed to the
so
place.
It means that
it delays.
I was saying department and I say resident fire stations are more exclusive.
Like
do they have exclusive call lines?
Yes. Oh, Bantama number
or Bema after they will give.
Then say we could save ourselves by calling directly.
And even cars say no who fire tender now of the siren bar. Instead of me Biama fire tender now corner because siren no the moment the siren is on, that means there's an emergency. But who tenderness enam without siren, that means any emergency. So if you see the car on top speed in a siren, that means emergency. So all cars must open and give way and clear the way. Most of the people don't do that. It also delays. And one of frayer, I say when you two boys and now explaining actually bantama ha directions not on my bahon montem. But I say one yabo train of fire hifa bush and hifa and bantama hifa. This is the actual place direction. There's a like a hand mono. Unya mobet marker say Masalachi Junction.
Tie ba ni say babushe Masalachi Junction.
Opposite. No mo bad direct.
Tie ba ni bad direct. You busa Masalachi Junction dey daba. Location as you problem.
See.
Pa obi be fre bushe eja to. Eh fa. One ka location. Tie ba afi dey busa. Say asoya na ho hye no omo so ma frɛ fire omo ma but na nipa ba ko frɛ me say ya frɛ fire for na me say mo frɛ omo mo ka say hefa omo say yes bo hye na me say no because I saw ya a bamboo station a popular and I push a ball and I toilet because I don't know ball and I toilet to be on to get a bush toilet no yeah but you say bush toilet no tie tracy smoke no they don't baby fire no say ya cause offer fire because bush hefa also because Masalachi Junction the moment I can't know over straight to Masalachi Junction to be do on them.
These are some of the things civilians blame you guys for.
Yes, and even when you get to the fire scene, you don't just go and start fighting the fire. Right. I say one tobo I say, nah, the in charge, you know, obe assess the danger. You see, on one kasa no so on no call, that's one to me, but that means the crew is useless. So you just say, or yeah, investigation now or assess it. A jacroa, the class of fire. Now I use the appropriate extinguishing media. Now or they are doom a jano. Into oyesa no kra baby ajano she first no ono on doom ho we fu say ajano she ha na wo doom ha the person is preventing the fire from spreading into oba when say ajano ha na so dada into we preventing ajano say man she the other side so they start working from that side coming to where the fire and they say we layman na what echira
we someone
fu na ayese
Mr. Oso Samsayoni let's understand also this in as much as say mu deal with professionalism. Yes, we deal with human emotions and reactions towards issues. And until sometimes, no, I am not more especially in dealing with you people. But with the human emotions, obishe neba wasroho neba kem intino se wo balance afina mobile relax I can say okay let's assess me and the other. Sometimes the na monso mo de ye ema nipa ne hu say because the emotions cause strong.
Look, yankasa yeba fire no kra no. We don't even want to go to fire or accident. When we go to work side, we pray. We don't want that. Because your bahon kana won emanation a higher, your callback, you see everybody will be down. We don't want it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Do you feel down for us mobile as casualties now?
I am because telling you when you lost property.
Because who drown away? Ejuma we na because of property. Until now, you to be more
fire just take 2 seconds to destroy
and as they say, yempe because the Ejuma is here. It has also life and as property.
It is 2. You lost your life for your properties. So when we come there, while they are doing assessment, if there are people, they will ask.
Because civilians maybe today say maybe you don't feel our pain.
That is why head counting is always right. Like in this office, if you are many, every day when you come in, you have to know those that are present, those who are in.
Okay.
In case of emergency, when we come, we ask, how many are you? We try to know the number. If it is proper that we should do search and rescue whilst fighting the fire, the rescue team will enter whilst they are fighting the fire to do the search and rescue.
All this information we are supposed to know when.
Yes, that is why now. That is why now when you go all over the country, you see that everywhere. Every region, they are now going out to market, doing education and things. That is the first thing.
Say office, say Asorio, say the Nankadebia, or someone the number of people present.
Yes, you should have to know the number.
These are information that are key to your rescue mission.
Yes, so you're back on one. Now say everybody's in. Okay. They will know that everybody's no more. There's nobody inside, trapped inside there. Then straight we start fighting the fire. You understand? Into smoke, fire and kunipa to explosive fire. Smoke, no inhaling smoke now. You become weak. You can't even talk. That is when the fire will come and consume you. So when they say fire, you don't even know where the fire is coming from. Then you start running. Then you go and choke. The stampede, a lot of stampede that happen in Accra Post and also caused by those things.
Right.
You don't even know where it is. Then you run. So when they say fire and you panic, then you all panic and you are about 20 in the room. Like this place, you are 20. How do you go out to be a problem? Because you will want to go out first. You also want to go out first. You start dragging each other, cause stampede.
Right.
So when it happens like that, you need not to panic. The moment one follows, you have to follow his back. Then it will be like a queue. Then you start following. But when you want to resist, to prevent somebody from going, he also prevent you from going. Okay. That is where mostly the stampede happens.
Okay.
So education system in fire service is the first key thing that we do. So that when we are able to educate you, the fire, the burning of fire or the fire hazards all will come down.
Okay.
So that is what the whole nation, our chief fire officer, who is trying his possible best to do everything. In fact, the best so far.
Okay.
Make sure that all of us will go around to educate. We don't sit in the offices. You see people going around everywhere. They do. We have fire service station, television station that they do fire safety education and all that.
And that is very commendable. Now there's a whole station for fire service education and all that.
So
very commendable.
So when you want to hear more every day, they teach you things. So fire itself is third. Humanitarian service is another one in fire service. To grant humanitarian service, like Kofanochi here, when they lock pipe and there's no water, the hospital can call the regional commander. They need water. This. The regional commander can say, okay, this is what we'll do. First, they should supply them water to supply the whole hospital. So,
okay, say institution be crash short in Sua.
Yes, and they call on fire service.
Say Mumbre Bia.
Yes. The only thing you just give them fuel money. You just buy fuel for them. Sometimes some people if they just send you to filling station, fill your tank, you supply them the water. Because the fuel that is there is for emergency uses. So when you want humanitarian service, when they use that fuel and there's no fuel and you call emergency, you blame us.
Okay, so yes. So it's good that we have also opened this chapter. Adia Ghana for so abomachi wo ho ni say asem timi si ya frɛ mo no mutimi ni nipa na edi ano say omuma mu fuel ansa na maba.
Never. Look, anybody.
Because we have people who can share testimony. Say, I'm free fire service for. Ama nipa ni di omanu say fuel ni can so beto fuel di omba. I'm giving you the opportunity to clear this, and I know people in the comment section will attest to what I'm saying. The fire service has been charging them before they move their cars. They didn't some motor fuel. So also answer. Right.
What I say? Almost a charge answer about.
Almost a
duty officer.
Right.
And then we could take you over.
Right.
I also me check a car no say pin any car no crime me take over. Say full any tender anymore. I also me report to mommy operation officer. No go straight to commander. Na commander me feel car no. Tebe then I be frame me catch us full any day. Any car unim dey high. Sometimes obi to me frame also na ere da na say she. I emergency lie. I dey
wait oh. So sir.
Oh.
I'm not for the
matter control room da.
And I said there, obi free or not there.
Also na ere da na say she me
do that. Say my armpit is burning.
Obi to me catch am because say what is the fire service check credit to open there. Emergency line.
I am telling you
serious emergency line na mudi ye adwuma no. Obi TV fresh on na ere dan na ere na say shi.
You see what my brother just mentioned?
Before
in every station, every blessed day, the duty officer and the crew, go inspect car na fuel, accident tools, hoses, tunings,
every day.
Yes,
and you, Mr. Yoni, you are telling this for a fact because we are in Ghana here and we know what's been happening.
I am telling you for the fact that the only place somebody will say, okay, I need fuel is humanitarian service, because you have to buy fuel, the fuel that is there. But emergency issue, anybody who comes there to request for fuel after fighting fire or accident or rescue is a criminal.
Okay, so I am putting it to you,
yes,
and Mr. Ansah,
yes,
that
yes,
indeed people have taken monies in the name of rescue mission from fire service, and people have evidence and they to that. Where do we report? Channel Ben. Okay,
right. We need to defend fire police.
Okay.
Who come military police?
Okay.
He's a fire police himself.
Police.
Right.
It is obi. Ebe dumuja. No charge wa. Me the number me my friend. Ye dumuja ni iska.
Ye dumuja.
Abenje ka.
That is why I want to
property national. Me sabe charge o. Worship. No ma be dumuja no ma sa charge o. What be that?
Yeah, yes sir.
Okay. Then Mr. Oni, help me out on this. Condition ben and the Burma fire service worker say adwuma ye ba be odie. Tua bibi ne mfa ntofu ne mbe ma.
That is what we call the humanitarian service. Even right. The humanitarian service, and fire service,
so come clear on it.
You see, like, let me just use an example that hospital. Let's use Confidential Hospital. I just want to use that one as an example. Now say fire service will honor. What regional commander say, oh, pay. So Mumbai supply the whole tanks now because so much shortage into pipe and yejuma into what and so asan. Now say fire service Mumbai supply so no. Humanitarian service they have to come. Even some places, when people are having funeral, they're short of water, there's no water at that place. You call fire service, you have to buy fuel. Fuel, there were hydrant, and so on and talk. Hydrant to Wejumam. Baby, other states, there are other districts and places that don't have hydrants. That they also go to boreholes to go and buy the water. So when you are requesting for water, they will explain to you that, we don't have hydrants, we also go to do what? To buy the water from this place. So you have to buy, we'll bring it to you. That one, I have to be honest with you.
But your hydrants need there, you know.
Hydrant in here, there was some open source where it is a pipe, because out my on streets, any places where I say you call firefighting, that's a shorting through. Instead of going back to our office, we just run the main lines, then we connect it there, we fill our tank, and then we go back. And most of the places too, they have it in the office, some in town. So that we call emergency now, we shorting so now bar. A bit so you call in source now, I call primate lake, maybe and soda. Say background will hold mokrana say tank kese and so krano yet me primary good tank na dey fight fire no.
So on those conditions there you have to at least cushion you with something
can't say that one is for you to buy the fuel. Even some places too, some commanders they don't even want to take the money because of what people say. They will say go see the fuel that we are going. So when we come it is for emergency. So when you come top it up.
Okay.
Then we'll come with some commanders, most of them that is what they do because of the way people talk.
Okay. Please let's also help understand this. Okay. And you remember how any national duty, and I said to him for, but ebia obi ye nipema die or ye events or ye BB, but the fire service need to be present. Do they engage you? More responded as more duty, and I said no nipa na also tie BB because or engage you for their private use.
No, we are all part of security. It is a own here fire service present. The only thing that you have to make it official. You write, if it is the regional headquarters, you write to the region. If it is the district or the municipal, you write to the municipal commander or the district commander. That, this is what I'm inviting you fire service. You've done it official. So we are on a uniform. What you want us to do, the commander, the one that the commander will say, go, you be in charge of them. He will know and then they tell his men.
Any private person organizing any private thing that needs fire service to be around.
If you want security, because even in England, they don't deal with police, they deal with fire service. Rescue.
Right, but we can write to you to get your service at no cost.
At no cost. If you come, you write the place is far, you can come and transport the people to that place. The people you want to go. Because I have to be honest with you, most of the district and municipal command don't have cars. They use their own private cars. Some don't even have. They take motorbikes to office.
Oh.
I'm telling you the honest truth. But when you go to other services, you see commanders that don't even have ranks like our commanders. But They have the official cars. They use them everywhere.
Sometimes no, I see a dream who or some kind.
Yes, a lot. And let me tell you, fire service, we are lacking a lot. We are lacking. There are a lot of fire stations here that don't have fire tenders. Fire stations that don't have rescue. Fire stations that don't have breathing apparatus. Near my share, near tank na there was some cylinder be a share with you. Near share max be or a hona ye home a fire call rescue smoky area. A lot of places don't have them. In Tadia Ebeshekura, Aura fire scene, Ako fighting crime, we don't have them. Most of them don't have. We are lacking a lot. Now that things are improving, all in the name of our chief fire officer, he's working and he's working seriously.
Okay.
There are places that every fireman with tunis, our firefighting jacket that they are sharing. Some region have it, some region don't have it yet, and which is a very good initiative.
Right. Abusafo, we are still here with Mr. Ayoni and Mr. Osu-Ansah. Very great insight. We are clearing all your doubt about fire service and some of the allegations that has been leveled against them and their operations. Now, I am getting to the most asked a year about fire service. I think the big minus about fire service. And where the Mr. Ayoni is quite controversial, but you and I know it's true. Say, we have countless occasions where Yafremo Amaba is so nim.
That is why I just knew that was what we were going to say. One the way all can I say, as a duty of bar, first and first, you check everything, water, fuel gauge, everything. They make sure that it's so.
So you need this one. I'll talk on behalf of civilians.
Yes,
I have witnessed.
Yes,
I have seen.
I also tell you
that you guys countless times that you have reported to the scenes and no water in
let me good question. You see, mostly,
and I know 99% of Ghanaians agree with me on that.
Mostly the civilians don't always understand one thing.
Right, let us understand.
Fire tender never moves emergency scene without water. It depends on the distance. It depends on the distance, the nature of fire. Like when you are laying one hose, you tube no back hose no back. You lay one hose no. It is different from when you are laying about 3 access. Like a coin new Methodist.
Right.
You have to can't be pack a coin her. Ube lay hoses
I am
telling you that we lay hoses to say 3-4 and do 2 minutes in Surumesa. It depends on most hoses to make for 50 gallons in a hose before I charge it. And son obey my pressure.
At the hose no charge it.
Hose no be charge it. Na ye den na nsuo no atimi dia hoden api aba so le hose no start say 3-4 ekono before nsuo no ye be charge aba no na nsuo no nyina da hose no mu into seconds na nsuo no asa you never understand ye wo bebi a wodu kra no wo hwe eja no kra no wontimi minimize nsuo no just say we use delivery hose ye wo cross layer and so they connected direct to the tender and the hose no so wait ma you say I fight small fires and things but the delivery hose the moment you charge it more pressure na say ba seconds na so na san. That is why so this officer no do one man na in charge no wo assess jana on the card ya mikita yi enso this will call for pump 2 another car from different place.
But to make us say as a professional institution that knows the nature of most situation no, there should be always a backup plan for everywhere everything.
That is why there is pump 2.
That's why Mr. Osu will come because Mr. Me person me input on it.
That is why there is pump 2.
So there is no excuse to tell us
we don't go. Let me tell you. That's why I'm telling you that.
Okay.
Most of the fire tenders in the country now broke down. So say meba eja wo hana se bantima ba na se bantima ba area hana se ja no duty officer no odum da no say no so na I want so tank no enso this of fresh station no ma fresh pump 2. Nti pump 2 this of fresh no ma fresh other station the car ye juma na car no ono so beba be join it ono ba na we ni san no na ono fight na ba ko no so akwa replace akwa sansu asaba.
Nti the various units and department stations now more areas now.
Yes.
Money more than 3 pumps in waiting.
Where? One station, some places have there's no tender. One tender that might cover to say 3 districts.
I want to person me bamu.
So yeah, talk to me.
So
you ono
me bamu kakra.
Right.
Say your obusheni. Anam boa.
Patron.
E sub metro e Bantima. So from Bantima to Barikesi, when you say Konfanochi controls our place, no. From Bantima to Tanoso, Konfanochi. Bantima to Santasi, and Nakwanta, Konfanochi. It is a same jai, near fair fire or Santasi. Now me fight fire. There's a talk Bushan and Sophia. Me na was me bo. Che was e from pom 2. Pom 2 ni Brema. Brema so ko fire. Brema ho. Che was me we an my de. Ma be je betu
aba. The same pump na serve.
Je be che wa de je betu aba say me ba. Madum jana wi o me ba no so na sa. Ya sa frem wo bushe. Ebi wo ha. I was me rush there. Eba bushe no. Na me nature of the fire no answer. Betu aba class ebi wo extinguisher. And as all per se, we call Filicano as an Mebana property.
Okay, this is also another side.
Sometimes also
you start
to more civilians, Motia Sikakra, because you're bound to Barikesi, Neja or Barikesi. Canocre, Uye Nipa, Bedru one she. First station said a walk Pawiso. First station Bene, I walk from Bantwa to Tanoso.
Then mom be a new Osaka and so.
What is a barrier district capital? Barrier fire station.
This is a lightning. So it means a new man yet for civilians you blame momo for no.
Logistics.
You know say a logistic problem. Why don't you guys pick up?
It is not. You see, that is why I'm saying that our chief fire officer. So far the best. He's trying his possible best to do everything. He's doing it.
But that is a central government problem.
It is government problem, not the chief fire officer.
What so it means that the fire service needs to say, Mama, politics, Mama, you can't speak up.
We don't do politics.
Let me ask this one funny question. Yes. Is there a time fire service will mutimi crusade or conference to pray against fire outbreaks in Ghana?
Yes. They're fasting.
Fasting.
When fasting my civilians?
I am telling you. Property.
Yes. Yeah. Every year. Every year.
More that's congregational.
We do it region, district, national.
So tell us. So interesting. So what are the prayer topics when you go for your crusades?
It is when we go there, we pray for our lives, the lives of others and properties, and we never want disaster to happen. You see, when we are coming, fire service, when we are coming, there are two things: death. When you are going in, either you come alive or you die.
Right.
And when we are coming to fire, you the owner too, either you the owner will die or your property will also be damaged. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to come.
So you guys really pray for us and yourself as well.
I am telling you, we pray. We even pray for more wisdom. So those who are listening will know that this is what I am actually supposed to do. You see, we pray yearly. Every middle of the year, the chief will send a circular. They will pray, and we have ministers, reverends. That
who are fire service personnel.
Yes, we have. Let me tell you, fire service. Everything you want in this world is in fire service. Fire service is a very dirty work. That is why we don't salute like this. We salute like this.
Okay, fire service and you say
no. It is only fire and navy. Fire and navy we salute like this.
What's the rationale?
That means our palm is dirty, so we are not supposed to see our palm. So we salute this way.
Oh.
So fire service and navy are the only people that salute this way. All the other security services.
And why do you think your palms are dirty?
Our work is dirty. You see, there was fire at Kamina Barracks in Tamale.
Right.
And when the soldiers all were running out, that times I was even on leave. The soldiers were running out. Then you see the ammo shooting by themselves. Bang, 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 fire. Then the firemen were rather going in. The car was moving. The soldiers said, we want to move from a Bremen. Then they because you will hide and shoot, but fire service you cannot hide. You don't have any hiding place. You have to sit, lie, or stand and then fight.
I'm on for the mucha soldiers from Poa. Say we mama.
You see, everybody, police, you don't take over. Forces, so they have fire service in them.
Okay.
So when they bring tenders, our cars, they do give them something. Right. They have, so they know the importance of fire service. Peacekeeping, they go there, they know how it is.
Right.
So they know the importance of fire service.
Right.
Unless you have never experienced that before, that you know that it is this. You see, a fire safety officer, a fire officer, wherever he's going, the moment he enters the place, his safety and your safety is first thing you have to check.
Right.
As I am here, in case of emergency, what will I do? That is the most important. You have to ask yourself. We
are getting to the tail end of conversation. Now I'm getting to a more personal part and a final part of conversation. If you are going out to fight fire, okay, how difficult is it to be a family man and a fire service person? More can fight fire. At the end, I'm catching my reno. At the end, I'm so catching my your insurance, the possibility that Are you aware that any time you can go and not come back? Have you prepared for your death already? Let me know about all this and your insurance packages.
The moment you swear and sign, and you are giving your appointment letter, you don't belong to the civilian again. You belong to the government. You belong to the government.
This body here, one can say way.
I am telling you.
No.
Or percentage grow 30%. That been 70. Tell now who are the Ghana flag there to other castle. They are ya barbeno. That was like your mouth a 7 nation.
So when you are dying, you know that you died for your country. So when you are going in, the moment you are coming out and you are going, you see, we have things that, like, if it happens that I go to fire ground, I die or something, or even I'm sick and I die, there's nobody, unless the people I wrote their names on my nest of those that are my nest of kings. They are the only people that can go to the headquarters and fight for my benefits. Apart from that, any person that goes there, they'll sack the person.
Is serving Ghana Fire Service worth dying for?
And then, Ghana National Fire Service, any boundary. It will rat to go.
You see,
who as a fire service personnel Ghana, is it worth it?
Let me tell you something. Unless you are not, you don't know fire service. But when you know fire service, that is why I said, for me, as I'm sitting here, I am fire service, and fire service is me. You understand? I'm a safety officer, a training officer, and I'm an operational officer too. There is nowhere in fire service you ask me to do that I cannot do.
But because you have doing it for the passion, you love it. Mr. Osu Ansah loves it.
That is why.
Now we have seen fire service for my retire or my mobile. We have seen fire service for sitting in my mobile. Inspire new generation. Yes. Now tell us why we should kill ourselves to be fire service personnel as a Nipa or person inspired by Mr. Ayoni and Mr. Osu Ansah.
Let me tell you the truth.
Is it worth it?
It's worth it. A lot. That was previously that pensioners do suffer. Even when they go serve their money, they don't even get the allowances they get. But now, pensioners, there are 5 officers that I know that retired 3 years, 4 years ago, and they are even enjoying more than we those that are in the service of.
They have been able to secure their homes.
They secure their home. Even the money that they had, the allowances that they are collecting every month, they are enjoying even more than some of the firemen that are in the service.
Are you insured?
Yes.
Ghana.
You see, before you pass out, there are insurance companies that will come.
Right.
You personally do it.
Right.
They deduct it from your destiny. And we also have welfare. That in case of anything you write, they give you. When you fight, for me, I'm also a beneficiary. I had accident and I wrote for it's a workers' compensation. I also had something. It is there. Unless you don't know. A lot of people don't even know about that destiny.
As workers,
even workers, any worker, when you are injured in the place of work, line of duty, when you go to labor office, there's a form.
So it means that and yes, a new how to access all these facilities and that. We are lagging time. I want to touch on this briefly. You will be on Nenam area, ma ebia oye sebi oye kronfo oye ebia misfit ordinary society mu na odi nkwasi asem, but mu betimi afano because of muhu potential bi woni mu ana. Has it ever happened before?
Look, we don't take criminals. But the moment you enter fire service training academy, you'll be built.
There are people who enter the service that has criminal track record but got transformed.
Yes, that is why I'm telling you that even if they don't know and then you enter the training school, the moment you enter the first day, even if you are the president and you enter the training school that day, you become small. I am telling you.
How does fire service training take a criminal away from someone who is always a
every
criminal?
Security person service, the moment you enter the first day at training, whoever you will be down. The training alone, they will mold you. They will remove every civilian part
out of you. Are there people you know that had very criminal track record but has been able to transform ever since they joined fire service?
Honestly, I have not seen some, but I've seen stubborn people that are not criminals.
Okay.
People that always wear fight is there, but they don't stay. They are not criminals and things. But when they join the service, the way they will train you and then talk to you, the lectures and things will mold you. You being in the uniform does not mean that you own the whole world.
Right.
You are a lawmaker. Okay, so you have to make sure that you have to make sure that peace is always
right
with you. So you don't have, if I come to you and you get angry, I get angry. What I want to tell you, or what I want us to discuss, we cannot discuss. So even if you are angry with me and you are shouting, I have to cool down and then make sure I explain things to you to understand it. I'm a safety officer. I go around do inspections. I can go somewhere to do inspection. They will insult me. They will say they will beat me and things. But I always just have to calm down, explain to them to let them understand. You see, there are things that people don't have. Fire service, see this building permits.
Right.
Before you build a house, first we have an LI that is LI 1724 that see to all public residential accommodations.
Right.
Then another one came that is the LI 2249 that now even if you are to build a private house, if you have to take permit. The story building that they are building, you have to take permit from fire service after district assembly. You have to take fire service. Fire service give the district assembly tell them, okay, you have taken fire service permit. They will give you the permit. Then you will now be working for EPA, their permit. You understand? But a lot of people don't know about that. So when you go in there and then you explain to people, that is why the education is needed. You explain to them. Then here, as you are opening, if I ask you, do you have a fire permit or a fire certificate that says that you are supposed to open this place? If you say no, I have the right to say I'm closing down this place. You have to and if I'm not satisfied,
all these are within your powers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and we go around when gas cylinders.
Right.
When gas cylinders, they have the expiring date. When you take your gas and shake like this, and you see that there are particles that don't quick, that means it is rusty.
For gas, that's also.
Men gas so. When there is gas, you don't shake your gas cylinder to test it. You pour water on it. So when you pour water on the gas cylinder. So when you pour water on the gas, you want to check the level. You pour water on the gas cylinder. Where that will dry fast is where there's no gas. But where there's gas, will not dry fast. But when you take it and you shake this way, it can explode and kill you.
Wow.
Bomb now shaky.
All right, so getting to the tail end of a call, you wrap up conversation, and you're my ben as civilians, you fear, very risky, or more avoided. Like you just, let's start with the gas issue, and let's wrap up.
See, most of us don't know how to use gas when cooking and then putting it off.
Right.
You see, before you want to cook, you first have to go to the gas cylinder, turn the regulator on. You come to the burner, scratch the matches first before you turn the burner and put it there.
Matches.
Put the matches there. Don't turn the burner now that you'll be searching for the matches to scratch. The gas, when the gas is coming out and you now scratch the matches, even those who have used gas, the moment you put your hand will not even reach your poof. The gas will come for the matches. That shows when it delays. And you don't even know your whereabouts of your matches.
Until I was so matches.
So matches now what then Ben and say no that.
Okay, also matches now sir.
Now
telling Ben and before.
Oh, nyango kwa di more for fear.
And after that, what we are, I say go back to the cylinder. Put off the cylinder regulator off. Gas na what tube no nyina no. Besa. Obe hu say Ben gas no Ben ja no be call off. Now what turn Ben no off. And the mostly so no mo kona mo fele mo gas na mo ba na mo regulator no to so. Cylinder no so na mo fele na eye den. So we fele na. O force na o fele a o the regulator to so obe hu say gas no take cent. Now man for the block we to so. Which is very, very, very wrong. And preventing the gas from leaking, just that the noise that you not hear. Gas also work and breathe like we human beings. You understand? So when the gas is working, it's boiling. It will boil. When it wants to burn, it will boil from the liquid to vapor. Then it is not going to the evaporating side.
Okay. So then on gas, say if you say BBC, what is the immediate step?
You see, say who you see straight the one that they connected direct.
Right.
The small one. Now say BBC. And no, it cut direct to the ceiling.
Right.
So when you have the strength, or you have them say you have the heart that you can just get a long stick, push the cylinder to fall down. You know the ceiling, when it touches the ceiling, the wood.
Into no question say I know the baby.
Oh yeah, na say a bona a wall see. I want say a janbe face see.
Okay.
And even with the ahia to so kra na the so so kra, you are only cooling the cylinder, but the fire will be coming. But say a burner, quickly, then you put off the cylinder. You put off cylinder na say a join na was a share. Either take blanket. That's why we have kitchen blankets. We have fire blankets. So when you be crying now, you have to get a sack or a cloth that is not silky, that is cotton.
Now towel cry.
Cotton.
Cotton. Even with towel, who wet cry now, the chains who wet now they cover so. who prevent oxygen from entering. And they say, oh, the catasona oxygen back won't say doom. One say 34 no, mam no mo soja chako say na mpesa omudu no mo agada say no the chance be akata so within some seconds na doom no. They prevent oxygen, that is science.
Okay.
You prevent oxygen from entering. They say oh kata sana won't say oxygen no. Okay, emba na jana.
Great insight. Now, Mr. So let's talk about gadgets you use. So how dangerous is it and what you are supposed to do? Say a beja iron nails and you man no kettle near the day. Tell us about the fire near fan wrap you up the last panel part of.
You see electrical fires, you know. We call causes of electrical fires.
Right.
See, first of all, we have classes of fires. You have class A, B, C, D, E, now F. Then electrical fires. That is where now you can say, jabia any extinguishing media SL fundum. Right. Then if time is there, I can start from class A and then go so that you understand certain things. So
that but I think we have to do part 2 of this conversation.
Yes,
but
let's generalize problem about
let's generalize the
you see. I don't know, electrical gadgets like, you see this extension cord.
Right.
You are not supposed to connect heater, blender, fridge, microwave, kettle.
And load it on.
You are not supposed to connect it even on extension. You are supposed to connect it direct to the socket.
Okay, your gadgets go high. You can share extension.
They consume more current. It say, we know, say, what the burner has a here. Ana rice cooker now connect her
because on the campuses it's normal
now connect say no na say me say so now so light no be call dim as high.
Yes,
that show you the current that airtrain into say train sa na extension cord no cables na woman here then it will continue to be melting
gradually
wadwen baso all of a sudden na woni ho na wada no na asoja fume.
Wow.
Into whatever that electrical gadget be I won't use to be no possible put it off and remove the plug from the socket. After ironing, you see, the next time we'll come, we'll talk about a lot about even energy saving.
We need part 2 of this conversation.
We'll lot. The next time when we come, we are going to sit down and start. We'll start from A, B, C, D, so that the listeners and the viewers will understand more. But today we just touch on certain things. But so, the next time we come here, we'll start so that everybody will understand the actual work.
Yes.
That it is there for a fireman.
So fire service, what is your slogan?
When they say fire, they say safety.
Fire safety.
Yes.
Fire safety.
Fire.
Okay.
First, it was conquer, but we don't want the fire to happen before we come and conquer.
Okay.
So we have to change it to safety. So when we say fire safety, so safety, we want. That is why safety education is good. As what I'm doing now is safety education. We educate the people, the listeners, they should know the rights.
So are there any new numbers you have to introduce that you have to call? I mean, emergency, where to reach, especially complaining to the police. And where we have to call the general lines. I mean, any other information that matters so that we wrap this conversation.
You see, here, Bushan here, it is Bantam's number that.
No, we are not even running through, or you can run through few information, but we pay at least district, regional, and AE for now.
Regional and district. Me can't match about that.
Okay.
But say Bantama, the number is there, but region or no.
But Bantama can put you can.
Yeah, he will do all.
Sure.
Same case, more from Barikesi to Bantama.
Yeah.
BBC, bet my first number now. Right. Fireman, bet my respond quick, mamu. I am called headquarters. I call direct to Bantama.
Right.
Number could be the tuja who bet me. I try. Say no crystal. Offer Obibe Pikia.
Right.
Ose to my number was my friend cry and calling us for offer of a pick of Saudi. Said you, as some bit to my can so for men be able to make education. And I'll try number now. I say, a year Juma. What I say?
Okay.
T number me started.
Right.
0322 022 098. Bantu number on cards.
Okay.
I confirm fire station number.
Right.
I'm Wanda. Bantu one bit my friend 0322 022 098.
Okay.
Number I don't know.
Okay. Thank you very much. This has been an exciting conversation. Now, man who feel. Na no mo pemo de. Amo ware mo.
Say omo ware.
Sir, man mo ware omo de.
Omo ware omo ho. All security services mba no nyina ye fe. But just that mostly yen mbema no ana mba no mostly few that are marrying themselves but you rather want to opt out and marry somewhere.
Why wouldn't a fire service want to marry their fellow fire service?
They do. Even I have a course mate.
But have they, on what condition that any kind say worry? Do you have any condition that prevents
we have a lot of conditions.
Say ebia only know the same year man worry no.
And yet the same, but there was we have certain ranks that who are this rank and some worry this rank.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because there's a part around to me rank in raw.
And I saw yes, until a war.
Now who worry of fire service mo.
They be me worry of fire service.
And Mr. Osu Asaso.
Honest one worry of fire service.
Hey, I am the Antiana, you say. And me crash be girl be me penny pound of fire service postulate. Me yadane pound of fire service. So I'm say tech.
What was it? Bani nyina so mo
ma almost a crocro. Was it
debate winning akasa.
Oh sir, oh me pacho.
So be worry na.
Oh, send the infraction and lead it to our anyway. Thank you for joining us. This is amazing. Thank you very much. We need to have a part 2 of this.
No problem.
There's a lot more things the civilians need to know about misconception about you. And thank you. This has been enlightening. For me, Mr. Ayoni, Mr. Uswansa, and Mr. Ayoni Jude is a station officer.
You didn't know about what's all the rank because sometimes we deal with ranks.
Okay, so assistant station officer Mr. Owusu Ansah Maswell. Then also Station Officer 2, Mr. Ayoni Jude, joined us for this exciting conversation. I know you have personal questions, you can drop them. So there'll be our next part 2 of the conversation. This has been the portfolio with my humble self, MC Portfolio. I hope you have been enlightened. I'll see you when I see you. It's bye-bye for now.